Break the door down.
I just shot somebody. Lesbians? Lesbians.
Oh.
Boo, you whore!
It's not that noticeable that I... Oh, no.
Did they split?
Let me see. I was like, I had my hands right here, and I was like, there's not a hole right there. But I felt the stitch, and it just went further up.
Danny's like underneath the blanket with just her hands down the blanket.
It's cool!
Oh, that's so fair.
So, yeah, I gotta throw these away after.
No, I can fix them for you.
Yeah, she can sew. Take your pants off, girl.
Take your pants off, girl. I'll fix them for you. Don't you worry.
Anyways.
Anyway, I'm Ani.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
Welcome to Breakfast with Bimbos! Anyway, so, last week, we had Danny's week, which means this week is Elise's week!
Yes, it is my turn to torture you. Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready. What are we talking about?
I'm scared.
So, I bring up this one quite a bit. I've always wanted to cover it. Surprise! We're doing the disappearance of Michael Rockefeller today.
Period.
Who's Michael Rockefeller? Like,
Feller?
Like, I recognize the name, but I couldn't actually tell you who it was.
Okay, so Michael Clark Rockefeller was the son of New York governor and later on Vice President Nelson Rockefeller.
Does this have anything to do with Rockefeller Center?
I was about to say.
Yeah, well, New York governor, he made it.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I
The
thought.
one time that I had my debit card stolen, it's because someone bought tickets at the Rockefeller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and when I went
remember that.
I went to the bank to dispute it, and they were like, "So why are you disputing this charge?" And I said, "Because you can see on the same day, an hour beforehand, I made a purchase in Athens, Georgia, and somehow the same day I was in fucking New York." And she said, "Yeah, we'll refund that."
Yeah.
So long ago?
I know.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the Rockefellers as a family were insanely rich. They were like one of the wealthiest families at the time. They were one of the most powerful families in American history.
Ooh, okay.
So like, I'm gonna give you a family history lesson.
Let's try this.
It's fine. I spoke words.
It's fine. If I ever had the willpower to edit all of our episodes again, I would take all the times that I can't say a word, and I would just edit it all together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They also had one of the largest fortunes in the world.
Oh.
At the time. I will tell you the time later. Not right now. You know.
But what if I want to know it now?
Then you don't get to. The reason why they were so rich as a family, basically, is because William and John Rockefeller co-founded Standard Oil, which was the predecessor for the ExxonMobil and Chevron oil companies.
Exxon?
Yeah, ExxonMobil and Chevron. They founded Standard Oil, which was the predecessor for those. So they rich. They rich. They that
money.
Old money, oil mobiles, rich.
It reminds me of y'all watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You remember when London became poor for one day?
Yeah.
Because her father was like, "I no longer have money," and then on the same day he struck oil. Or it was like 1 or 2 days later.
Yeah.
And in the episode she's like, "Oh my god, the sandwich is so good. What is this? Peanut butter."
Okay, so basically the family was rich. And then they were very involved with the government, including a member of the family, David Rockefeller. He was the chairman of Chase Manhattan Corporation, which was a banking company. And he was also the director of the U.S. Office of Defense Health and Welfare Services.
Oh, shit. So they're, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They basically ran the government.
Oh, that's terrifying.
At that point. Also, for those of you wondering, yes, David Rockefeller was in the Epstein files.
Shocker.
Not shocked at all.
Literally at this point, who fucking isn't?
Freddie Fazbear's in that motherfucker.
Literally!
Bitch, they leaked the Kick files. I'm probably in that motherfucker.
I never used Kick.
Oh,
I
I
did.
I don't want to get into it.
Me neither. Listen, all we can say is that Danny and I have both been thick from a young age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot more mature.
Uh-huh.
Mature.
Listen, Danny and I were the types of girls that at 15 looked 25, and now that we're 25, we still look 25.
Yeah. I'm hoping that's gonna work in our favor when we're in our 50s if we get that far.
Well, I'm shocked I made it here. Anyway.
Okay, so in basic terms, Michael Rockefeller was a super, super rich Nepo baby.
Gross.
Yeah.
Hate it.
So Michael went to Harvard with the intent to study politics, which,
Ew.
as you can guess, his father probably forced
all
him
the
to.
strings, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but while he was there, he became obsessed with tribal art.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Like,
What?
absolutely obsessed.
Of course a white man did.
And the reason he was obsessed is because his father opened up the Museum of Primitive Art, which I know it's an awful
What are they
name.
not doing?
Listen, when you have that much money, they just go on every side quest they want.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it was the 1960s, so a lot of the terms they used were not the best.
The fact that that was the 60s and you had this much money is just like crazy to think
Yeah.
about.
Okay, but he specifically loved Aztec and Mayan art, and that led him to reach out to anthropologists to talk about it because he loved it so much. He was like, I need to know everything.
So
he
had-
made friends with anthropologists just so he could have someone to talk to about this thing he really liked.
So what we're learning is he had a touch of the tism.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yes,
that
He
is autistic.
hyper-fixated.
Yes. Okay, so he befriended these archaeologists, and they offered him to come along with him during their expedition.
Ooh,
He just
what
wanted
the?
fun.
He's just a ride-along at that point. You're the definition of a freeloader.
Yeah.
I hope that he bought dinner for them.
He
At
probably
least.
did. Oh my gosh, he probably spent so much money on
As
this.
he should. Listen.
He
if
was
you-
rich! Why
I was
wouldn't he?
about to say, if you're an asshole who's rich, who just wants to hang out with a bunch of people who aren't rich,
He's a sugar daddy.
you better fucking be. You better fucking be.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we're tolerating you.
So eventually they set off on an expedition going to a place known at the time as Dutch New Guinea, which today is known as Papua New Guinea. And if you're wondering where this is, it is an island right above Australia next to the Solomon Island.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's in spider territory.
Their plan was to go on an expedition to the island and meet a group of people known as the Asmat people. So the Asmat people living on the island, but it's a giant group composed of different tribes.
Okay.
Okay.
What he wanted to do, what all of the people who went with him wanted to do, was bring back their art to the U.S. to put in the museum. At the time, the Asmat people were newly found and introduced to other people who were from the industrialized world. So, before this, they had been completely cut off from the outside world.
Oh, that's fine.
Like, they've never seen a helicopter, they've never seen a motorized boat,
Yeah.
or any cameras or anything like that.
I think about this all the time because, like, as people who live not even in the U.S. but just somewhere where
Heavily
we have
populated.
heavily populated, yeah, and we're exposed to so many different people and different cultures. I cannot imagine how these people feel realizing that there is way fucking more than they thought they knew of.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And with these people specifically, they had a certain belief system where they believed that life itself existed on the island and that, like, anything that came from off the island was some sort of spirit. So, like, when white people started coming up, they were like, oh my gosh, white ghosts. Who are these
yeah.
spirits?
I mean, that's fair. I mean, think about it. If you have darker skin and you've never seen a light-skinned person, that'd be crazy as fuck to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought they were spirits.
That's wild.
As they got more, like, industrialized, more people came to the island, the belief started to fizzle out as they had more interactions. Okay, so back to Michael. When Michael first reached Papua New Guinea, they first visited a village known as
Me trying to read.
Ostjana.
Ostjana.
In my notes right here, I literally said, I have no clue how to pronounce it. Good luck. That's where they landed, and they met the Asmat people. And the people actually allowed them to take photos, but they wouldn't let them take any of the art or anything they had on the island.
That's
Fair.
fair.
As-
yeah,
as they
that's
should.
their shit.
Yeah. It's like, sure, photograph it. And the fact that they knew what a photograph is, I'm already like, okay, good.
It's because, like, before this expedition, people had already been there.
Oh, okay.
So they've seen it before.
Okay, that's fair.
On the island, they took tons of photos. You can look it up, and you can see several photos of Michael talking and interacting with all the Asmat people. And Michael even had a diary. And in the diary, he talked about how fascinated he was with the people, their art, and their culture. He even said he enjoyed being there so much he didn't want to go back home to his boring life.
To his boring life as a fucking billionaire.
Literally. But
Imagine, I'm sorry. Can you imagine being so fucking privileged with money that you want to live in the woods?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because your life is boring.
Yeah, he
What?
had everything.
Literally, that's crazy. I mean, that is just the definition of, like, once you have everything, you have nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, I always think, this is super random, but there's a lo-fi, like, EDM kind of song that I have on my playlist. I think it's called Dreamscape. But
Work.
the intro of it's crazy. The intro is like a therapist talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so I want you to dream. I want you to dream about whatever you want. And whatever you want, you're going to get. And it goes on for like a minute. And he's like, but at the end of this dream, you're going to dream for exactly what you have right now.
Aww.
And then the song starts, and I love that intro. But that's what I think
love
of when,
that.
like, you get everything you've ever wanted, you eventually are going to want what you have right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He loved being there. Like, loved. You can look at all the photos that have him in it on that island. He is smiling in every single one. He loved it. And then, as all good trips do, they have to come to an end. So he ended up leaving. He had to go back home, but he didn't want to go away. He wanted to come back. So he came back 6 months later.
Damn.
With a different anthropologist, and they set out to go back to Papua New Guinea.
Wow.
He stayed home for 6 months, which is not
not
long.
No.
Not at all.
Especially to travel to another continent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that takes a lot out of you. I feel like if you travel to another continent, it's like at least a week of you just like trying to recover.
Yeah. So to put into perspective, he went to Papua New Guinea the first time in 1960, and then he came back the second time in 1961.
Okay.
So, like, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and on his way, on the night of November 19th, 1961, when a storm came in, the strong winds and waves of the ocean caused the boat they were in to capsize.
Oh, damn.
That's terrifying.
The two guides, along with Michael and the anthropologist, had to climb onto the hull that was now flipped upside down, trying to wait out the storm.
Oh, I hate that so much. Like, I was watching videos of boat launches gone wrong yesterday. I know that's like so niche, but it came up on my TikTok, and it was something I've never thought about before. And you know what? We really need to modernize how we get these big ass cargo ship in the water, other than just sitting it down a slip inside and saying hope for the best.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
I think we should just start building them in the water, and then they just live there.
But I'm surprised we don't use the method that we use to make like underwater structures or underwater bridges, where like you build a wall around it and you take the water out, you build it, and then you put the water back
Like
in.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Get some sponges.
Get some sponges. What's the thing you have to get?
A water conduit.
A water.
Siphon it out.
Potion of water breathing.
Yeah, potion of underwater breathing. I need a diamond sword to get past the what the fuck are they called?
The
Golems?
Guardians.
The Guardians.
Okay, because the boat they were on was so small, they didn't have any form of communication.
Shit.
They didn't have, like, any radios or anything with them.
Oh,
They didn't have like a flare gun or anything.
Mm-mm.
how tiny was the boat?
It
I
was
mean, I guess
small.
it was the 60s.
Yeah, and it was just for an expedition, so it's just built for, like, people to get there.
Yeah.
Well, I know nowadays, like, if you even go on a lake or something, like, if you get pulled over, you're supposed to have life jackets plus one of however many people are on your boat, a flare gun, a whistle, and a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, you have to have all of this extra shit.
No matter the size.
But
Yeah.
this was the 60s.
Because in my head,
Yeah.
they're like in a little dinghy boat, but I know it's not that. But in my head, it's like a tiny rowboat.
Yeah.
It's not teeny weeny baby kind of boat. It's like
Like a fishing boat? Like a small one?
kind of.
Yeah.
I would say just a little
Lake
bigger than
Lanier
like a
boat.
fishing boat.
Lake Lanier boat.
Yeah.
I just said fishing boot. It's fine.
Fishing boot? Nothing wrong with that. That's my drag name.
Okay, so they didn't have like any form of communication. So they were stranded and no one knew what had happened.
And the Amelia Earhart of it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know they figured that out?
Did they?
Yeah. Sorry.
Tell us. Tell us.
So apparently they now
Was
keep
she
in mind-
eaten by
keep in mind-
crabs?
Hold up, no. Keep in mind
Okay.
the fucking Epstein files came out, so who knows what's real anymore. But apparently, where I forget where her plane went down, but she was taken as a prisoner. and like she just died in prison because they found like a piece of metal that she had like carved her name into in the prison cell.
Oh!
Yeah, we'll have to look it up afterwards, but yeah, they like figured out that she got taken away and basically just rotted in prison and no one knew who she was.
That's sick!
Damn.
That's not sick.
It's not, I feel
like,
bad for her, but that's a sick way to live.
I'm gonna be honest, I want her to be eaten by crabs.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like, you're Amelia Earhart. Die in a cooler way.
Yeah. In my head, was eaten by crabs.
In the cell.
Who cares about real life? In
Not
my
me.
head, it's all real.
Not the government, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So, on that hull of the boat, they would stay stranded for 24 hours.
Damn.
And Michael thought they weren't going to find any help anytime soon, so he decided he was close enough to the island he could go to swim to get help.
In the middle of the ocean.
I bet it was freezing too.
Not even just that, but like, swimming in the ocean versus a still body of water is so different.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's fighting against you. You're not swimming straight. You're constantly getting thrown around.
So he tied empty gas cans to himself to help keep him afloat, trying to act as like
Like his buoy,
Like a
basically.
buoy.
yeah, like a buoy.
A life
Harness.
jacket?
A life jacket, yes. We're playing charades right now. Sorry, guys. I don't know words, so I'm just making motions. Okay, and the last thing he said before leaving the boat was, "I think I can make it."
Oh, God.
Before he swam off, leaving the guides and the anthropologists on the boat,
To never
where
be seen
only
again.
12 hours later they would be rescued by another passing boat.
No! You know, the only thing that I would give him, the richest man on that boat went out himself.
Mm-hmm.
He could have said, "Hey, anthropologist," like, shoved him off the... Imagine the splash. Like, you could a shove it.
I'm just thinking about, I picked up a lease today, and I've been having car troubles. Still, surprise. That was me saying, I think I can make it.
Literally, they're texting me 5 minutes from my house. They're like, "This is the worst car ride of my life. This is so bad." And I'm like, "Oh, no."
So when the anthropologists and the guides got picked up by the other boat, the boat was about 12 miles from shore.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet it looks a lot closer, too.
Well, not only that, but you have to remember, even if he could swim 12 miles, when you're in the ocean, that's not 12 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's closer to 20, because you get pushed around so much.
Damn.
How did you think you were going to survive that,
I
bud?
think I can make it.
I can make it. That is my other question. Like, was he known as a swimmer or anything? Like, was he
He was
athletic?
known as a really good swimmer.
Okay. Okay.
He was known to be a pretty decent swimmer.
Did
so.
he do, like, athletic swimming? Or, like, was he at the kiddie
Recreational.
pool and everyone was like, "He could really swim"? Like,
He
there's
could really swim.
There's a difference.
I don't think he did any athletic type of swimming.
Okay.
From what I could find.
Bad day to forget your floaties.
Well, he had his empty gas cans. So, when they went to look for Michael on shore, he was nowhere.
I mean,
Nowhere
yeah.
to be found.
But, like, 12 miles between you and that.
But
island.
that's where the boat was after 12 hours after
So
he
it
was
probably
gone.
moved, too.
So, he was probably closer originally,
Oh, okay.
and it drifted out farther.
Okay.
But because the person who went missing is Michael Rockefeller, the son of literally the New York governor and one of the most powerful families
People have to
in
get a ban.
America,
Yeah.
it led to a massive manhunt.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
An
Megalodon guy had that. I'm
incredible
sorry.
manhunt. And his family even went to the island,
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Alright.
themselves,
Dang.
to see if they could find him. Once again, it was the 1960s. This area was not mapped.
It's such a mom thing. You can't find him, I will. She said, "I want to see it for myself." You just miss him.
It was mainly his father, though.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
that's fair. I just want to imagine it was the mom.
So they combed through this forest. Every single inch.
So they think he made it.
I guess
They
so.
do. They really believe he made it.
But if he made it, yeah, because it was only 12 hours. I was about to say, wouldn't he have gotten help? But it was only 12 hours.
So they were searching and searching, and literally, they had this place lit up. Literally helicopters. Literally helicopters, boats, like locals freaking out.
It's like how they close Costco's, where they like walk. All the employees walk hand in hand to make sure there's nobody left in there.
Do they actually do that?
They do.
They genuinely fucking do that?
Okay, I want to believe it. I mean, I can't. It's not like I know somebody who works there to confirm it. But I've seen online a couple times, maybe not like hand in hand, but they are walking like within a couple feet of each other in just a straight line down the store to make sure that there's no one else in there. Because it's such a big store.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and people
such
be
a...
climbing shit, too.
Yeah, well, people be climbing shit. They're like, if you've ever been in a Costco, then you know, like, there's so many places you could hide in there. Oh my god, a game of hide and seek in there would go baller.
Oh,
But like, yeah.
yeah. 24-hour Costco?
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm sure someone's done it. We'll look that up.
Yeah, literally, like, the natives were freaking out because in their mind, these are spirits. All these spirits are coming to this island.
Oh,
And there's helicopters, boats. Literally, the Navy got involved.
oh my god. So they just think it's Armageddon.
So, like, both the U.S. military got involved, and so did the Dutch military
Oh, shit.
Damn.
in a search for Michael. But once again, they didn't have a map. They didn't really know what they were looking through. They were just going through the island trying to find everything.
But I guess that kind of makes sense that they pulled all the cards because he was technically government.
I mean, yeah.
They even put out a reward. They offered $250,000 as a reward for anyone who could find him, which in today would be equivalent to $3 million.
I was
about
about
to
to just
say,
ask, how
damn.
much is that today?
So
Damn.
$3 million to find this rich man's son. And after about 9 days of searching, they were almost certain there was no way he was ever going to be found. The Dutch minister himself said that especially since the waters he crossed happened to be known as crocodile and shark infested.
I'm telling you, the Megalodon!
Not even that. Can we talk about crocodiles in the ocean and how fucking horrifying they are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Saltwater crocs are probably the scariest fucking animal on the planet.
So, after about 2 weeks of searching, they declared Michael dead from drowning. They never...
Sorry.
Drowning.
Drowning.
Drowning, yeah, he drowned.
Drowning.
What?
Drowning.
Drowning.
What is drown and drowned? It's the same thing.
It's different tense.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So if they think that he drowned, then he drowned, not drowning.
Hey.
Or he was currently drowning.
Okay. Anyway, they declared Michael dead from drowning.
Okay. There you go. That was correct.
And that's all they have on record. So, what do you guys think happened to Michael?
Well, clearly Danny thinks it was the Megalodon.
No, for real though, I think he drowned. Like,
Honestly,
they-
for him to not be like an athlete swimmer, that's just impossible. I mean, think about the fact that for like an Ironman, I think they only swim like 5 or 6 miles. And those are some of the top physically fit people that we have in the world. And they can't even swim that much in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
How would you be able to?
like, I guarantee you his body gave out on him.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you're just exhausted. There's no way. And I feel like, honestly, probably the only reason that he went out to begin with was the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's crazy. If he didn't drown, you said the group on the island he had visited before,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I feel like he would have had to have drowned, because otherwise the group would have known him.
Recognized him.
Yeah, if the group didn't know him, then I would believe maybe another Amelia Earhart situation where, like, he was taken prisoner. Just something along those lines. But if he knew them.
Yeah. Okay, so there's more to this story.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to see your guys' opinions before we moved on. So, Michael's sister believes that he drowned. Michael had a twin sister. So she like completely believes he drowned, but other members of his family, like his father, didn't believe it at all.
That's
They like didn't believe it.
It's a little
So-
bit of denial.
yeah.
Michael's family, being the rich people they are, they hired a personal investigator to look into it.
What's he gonna look into? The ocean?
What you gonna
And
do?
several things were found. It turned out that the Dutch government had classified files on what happened to Michael, but refused to let anyone read them, including the Rockefellers.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
It's,
So, how'd he swim to Dutchland?
he didn't swim to Dutchland
Then how did they have the files?
because the Dutch government controlled the area at the time.
That's so weird, because if they have files on him, then that would mean that they would have had to have found him in the ocean more than likely.
Or
which-
had prior
Also, they helped comb through the island too.
Oh,
the
they
soldiers did.
helped.
and prior offenses, if there are any, as well.
It's rumored, but widely believed that the Dutch soldiers who helped with the search party were told that if they found any evidence that Michael was killed on the island, to cover it up.
Damn.
Basically, get rid of the evidence. Which was why the Dutch minister chimed in after only 9 days of the searching, saying, "Oh, he would never be found. The ocean's filled with crocodiles and sharks."
Damn.
But the Dutch government previously had history with the island. See, the Dutch government thought of the locals on the island as barbarians.
Oh.
So obviously they did not treat the locals that well. And half the time they pawned it off on Indonesia, being like, you take care of it. You take care of it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bad blood between the Dutch and the natives. There was also a tribal war 3 years beforehand
Oh.
Oh, shit.
that the Dutch had to get involved with
Oh.
because it was so bad.
Damn.
But moving on, the private investigator that the Rockefellers hired went to the island to see what he could find. And on the island, he ended up trading a boat engine for 3 human skulls.
Whoa! Whoa!
Dang.
Whoa! What's he gonna do with him?
And the
He
local...
probably traded them to figure out if one of them was Michael.
The local that sold him the skulls said that it came from 3 white men who were killed by the indigenous people of the island.
Oh, shit.
And of course, the investigator, being an investigator, he asked, whose skulls are these?
Yeah.
Who are the people? And he claimed one of them happened to belong to Michael.
Wait, sorry. Who sold him these? I know.
A local on the...
Just a local. Okay, okay. How did he get them?
That's what I'm fucking
Like-
saying.
Like,
I
are
ain't
you just
asking the
besties
questions.
with the tribe?
Apparently, there was
Yes.
also a man on the island who was also a local that seemed to be wearing glasses identical to Michael's.
A look-alike situation.
Well, the local was a native person. It was one of the elders. So the investigator ended up bringing the skulls back and giving them to the Rockefellers. And while there's no proof that the skull actually belonged to Michael, they did end up paying him $250,000, which was the reward for finding Michael.
Oh, what the fuck? So did they have him DNA tested?
I don't think that technology was available at the time.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. 1984 to 1985. It was developed in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah, he discovered that DNA sequences were unique, creating genetic fingerprints. Yeah, so basically a guy named Dr. Alan Jeffries, through his studies, realized that all of our DNA was separate. Up until that point, people didn't realize that DNA was like fingerprints, where we all have different ones. They just assumed that everyone had the same.
What happens if you donate blood?
I mean, your fingertips wouldn't be affected by that.
Yeah. Well, they're not talking about that.
Huh?
So your blood is technically part of your DNA.
Yeah.
But
When you give it to someone else, does it become part of theirs?
yeah, essentially.
Work.
Like, over time, your body takes it over. But
I don't. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so, like, example of
You're
this.
breaking me.
Example of this. This is actually a plot line. I'm forgetting what show. I think it was Law and Order. It wasn't SVU.
Wait, no, I remember this.
Where this guy, like, takes a tube of blood and, like, inserts it under his skin as a vein. So the blood wasn't his, it was someone else's. So that when they took blood for the DNA test, it said it was someone else's blood. And only later did they realize what happened. And that he, like, literally switched his blood with somebody else's.
That's crazy.
But yeah, if somebody donates blood to you, their blood becomes your blood. Because you have the same type of blood.
Mm-hmm.
But
So they mix.
their DNA... I'm not a scientist, I can't say that, like, it dies.
They
But
homogenize.
I think like, your body overtakes it.
Rewrites it.
I want to look
Okay.
that up. Hold on. Can we have a side goog?
Yeah, we can detour.
My brain is fucking gone after thinking about this.
So I looked it up. A blood transfusion does not permanently change anyone's DNA, but it does change it temporarily.
Okay.
So foreign DNA via a donor's white blood cells can be detected for days or even weeks after the transfusion. So red blood cells lack the nuclears and DNA to be able to use for DNA testing, while your white blood cells do. So whenever your blood gets transferred, the white blood cells in your blood basically overpowers the one from somebody else's blood.
Because it's such a small amount.
Yes.
Okay.
So for a couple days to a week, you do have somebody else's DNA in you.
So
Crazy.
don't get caught with murder, guys.
Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to 2014
Oh, shit.
to a man named Carl Hoffman who wrote a book titled Savage Harvest, which he published in 2014. The book covered almost
Not
every...
recent. That was 12 years ago. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My brain is
Yeah.
so fucked up for this one episode.
The book covered almost everything that happened to Michael Rockefeller, and he compiled all the files and evidence that he could find. And most of the stuff I've talked about is stuff that he found.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote this book that talks about everything he found, and he did more than just research and look through all the files and everything. He went to the island.
Oh.
Damn.
He went to the island himself.
All these years later?
Just to talk to the people to find out.
Wow. That's crazy. Because that's more than 50 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He went to the island with an interpreter, and he actually arrived at the same village Michael did, the one we couldn't pronounce.
Oop. Couldn't pronounce. In case you forgot.
And I'm gonna say this. Everything I'm gonna say was his first-hand account. This is what he says happened to him on the island and what all the locals told him.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As soon as he arrived, Michael's interpreter happened to overhear locals telling each other, and I quote, "Don't tell the white man about the one we killed."
Oh.
And so, like any sane person, Carl immediately asked who they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the locals, realizing, like, he could understand.
Okay, this is the modern age definition of, like, when you go to the nail salon and they start talking shit about you and then they realize you know their language and they're like,
So realizing they overheard them, they went, just Michael Rockefeller. Just full on admitted. And that apparently everyone in the village knew about it and that it was common knowledge.
Okay, so my question is, did they know that he was coming back?
Yeah.
They knew he was coming back on that expedition?
like, he told them when he left the first time, like, I'm going to be back in 6 months.
Not in 6 months. He just said, he's
I'm
coming back.
So that was my question, is maybe
they didn't
maybe
like
they didn't like him coming and, like, infiltrating on their land, I guess, because not to extort them, but since they were so closed off from other societies and he's, like, bringing in all these people.
being a rich asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. That maybe they had people, like, staking out, looking for him, like, in the
probably.
waters. But you would think that the other people, because no one else died that was on that boat, right? Because they were all found.
But did any of the other people on the boat, had they all been to the island before, or was that their first time?
So the guides were locals from the island.
Okay, so those locals, so they know them. And also, if they were all stuck in the ocean, then, like, the locals know better than to go out in the ocean to try and get them.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Also, did the locals know, or the tribe, did they know that Rockefeller was, like, a big name? Like, did they know he was a big deal in America?
It doesn't seem so.
Okay, so they had no idea. They're just like, fuck this guy, we're done. They didn't realize they were killing, like, a politician.
Yeah.
So, there's more to it than just Michael landing on the island and being killed. 3 years before Michael traveled to the island, what I was talking about between the Dutch government and the locals, there was a war between two villages on the island, and the Dutch government came in and stopped the fighting, and in the process of trying to stop the fighting, they killed some of the indigenous people.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
So, I want you to imagine this, because there's a language barrier.
Of course.
The Dutch government couldn't just go over there and be like, hey guys, stop this. They didn't understand. And they still thought of them as spirits at this time.
Yeah. They just think they're defending their home.
Yeah.
So they're fighting. While they're fighting, the Dutch government comes up and is like, hey guys, stop fighting. And during the process, because they're literally at war, they accidentally attack some of the Dutch government.
Damn.
So the Dutch government responds by killing some of them. And that stops the fighting.
Yeah.
Because the indigenous people think the spirits are killing us for fighting each other.
Damn.
So we have to stop.
I could see the reasoning behind that.
Yeah.
And apparently all this happened near the specific piece of land where Michael's boat happened to overturn near. So Carl reached out to talk to several people in order to understand what events actually took place on the island when Michael went missing, and he was able to piece a good bit of it together. So this is what he says happens based off of the local indigenous people's account. In the early hours of November 19th, 1961, a group of warriors from the village were walking along the bank looking for food and happened to see something washing up on shore.
Ooh.
at first they assumed it to be a crocodile.
Fair.
But upon further inspection, they discovered it was a person. In fact, that person being a very, very exhausted Michael Rockefeller.
Dang.
Like, so exhausted, can't move.
Yeah. I mean, well, if you had swam all that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm. At first, they were scared, since outsider,
White man, chillin'.
spirit,
Ghost.
Ghost not move next to ocean. What happened?
Scared, punishment. So they soon came up with an idea that they could kill him to take revenge on the Dutch for killing members of their tribe 3 years prior. And this is a different tribe, I'm assuming, than the one Michael was talking to. So they might not have known that it was him.
Can I ask a maybe ignorant question?
Yes.
Are Dutch people not white? Because I always believed that, like, Dutch and Germany were white.
They are more predominantly white.
Okay, I was just curious. Because, like, it would make more sense if they killed Rockefeller, thinking that he was part of Dutchland, something from over there, if he matched their skin color. That's why I was curious.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally, the only reason that I, like, thought about it or / knew it is because of Helen, Georgia.
Everyone is white.
There. Well, I wasn't even specifically talking about people, but, like, whenever you go to the museums up there, it seems like everyone's white.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is a very white person thing.
Yeah, for our listeners, if you don't know what Helen, Georgia is, it is a town in Georgia that has been remodeled to look like old Germany, and they serve a lot of, like, German cuisine and things like that, so that's where all that stemmed from.
It's very cutesy.
It is very cute. It's a very fun place.
Don't let any Attack on Titan fans go there. They'll be like, oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord!
Because a lot of the buildings in Attack on Titan are modeled after...
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's another theory that they say they knew it was Michael because Michael kept on trying to buy a piss pole from them.
A what?
A piss pole.
He kept giving them food and different things and a lot of money, trying to get them to sell one of their piss poles, which a piss pole is a pole created by master carvers who use a single piece of wood and carve it until it looks like men standing on top of each other.
Oh. It's like a cooler totem pole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But it is known that the piss poles are supposed to contain the Azmat warriors' souls who were killed in battle.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah. Aren't totem poles as well?
I believe
Well,
so.
yeah.
They didn't like that he was trying to buy it because he didn't know the significance of it, and they wanted him dead because of it.
See, my thing is that even if he did wash ashore exhausted, he must have gotten really fucking far because doesn't it take, like, days for someone to show up on shore? Especially if they got, like, taken under or anything?
It just depends. Like,
Yeah.
there is no predictability when it comes to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, if he did just wash up, I mean, it could be the same day, it could be in the same hour, it could be 40 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you've seen videos of shit that wash up on the ocean and just, like, how crazy it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I was watching the Outdoor Boys. It's become a new hyperfixation, and I was watching a video about him taking a walrus skull. Long story short, you can look that up if you want to. But while he's just walking along this beach in Alaska, and he goes, oh, look at this, and he grabs something that I'm not kidding, and is like 2 feet long, probably like 1.5 feet tall, and he's like, oh yeah, it's like bleach white. It's a fucking whale vertebrae.
Holy fuck.
Word.
And he's walking away in the video, and I see it in the background. He left it, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, a whale vertebrae just washed up. How long had that been there? Because it was perfectly bleached and white. Like, how
Holy
old
fuck.
was that? You know?
Yeah. Okay, so it is then to believe that they speared Michael to death before taking his body back to the village.
Makes sense.
Okay, graphic details ahead.
Oop.
So if you're a little squeamish, I apologize.
Honestly, if you're squeamish,
Why
don't
are you
listen to
watching
true
this?
crime.
I'm sorry. So once they arrived to the village, they split open his head,
Oh.
Oh,
drained his blood, stripped all the flesh off of him before cooking and eating it.
that would make sense.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but damn.
Well, here's my question though: if that skull was his, that Private Eye bought, wouldn't that skull be split?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought.
And
'Cause
who knows if the
otherwise-
skull was even his?
That's true. Or I guess they could I guess they could cut off his head and like drain it from the neck. But I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Clearly, you know, guys, I've never decapitated
Yeah.
anybody.
But you don't want to believe it.
So they were said to have given the brains to the elders of the village because they're higher up. Apparently, brain, something about the mind, important.
Well, I've heard this before, where it's like if you eat the brain, it like makes you smarter because you envelop the knowledge that was in that brain.
Maybe.
Fucking wild.
I mean, it is
Right.
wild, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I've ever heard of that outside of, like, media. But I've definitely heard something along those lines before that would make sense enough for me to believe it.
Yeah. Okay. It's said that they also used parts of his bones to make spears and daggers.
I've seen some bone daggers in my day in museums. I'm not crazy.
Work.
I feel like I just have to preference every time, like, why I know this.
Yeah. And they used the blood they drained from him in a ritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me what kind of ritual. It's just a ritual.
I mean, well, it would depend on the tribe.
Yeah.
And their beliefs.
And then a few days after this happened, the search for Michael began.
Wow.
Oh.
And they were terrified. They saw literally boats, helicopters, and lots of white people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, the spirits are punishing us.
That's fair. Well, because they're thinking they just killed a spirit. And honestly...
And
if-
the spirits are coming back for retribution.
Yeah, because if he did just wash up on shore, I don't necessarily think in their head that they, quote-unquote, killed him. They're probably thinking, like, beached whale. Like, oh, it's washed up on shore. Let me put a spear in it and make sure it's dead.
Yeah.
And then he just, like, wasn't.
Plus, to be fair, it was a different tribe than what he was used to.
Yeah, that's true.
So they could have had a totally different social acceptance type deal going on
Yeah.
where they immediately thought he was danger.
Yeah, and depending on the island itself and if there was different tribes within the same island because of the trajectory of the ocean, he could have been heading to point A on the island and gotten moved over and then ended up washing up on point B where he had never been before.
So they basically thought all these white spirits were punishing them for what they had done.
You know, that is the Epstein Files.
Yeah.
Which led them to
definitely.
hide everything about Michael that they could find. Because they fear punishment.
Me too.
And that's why during the search they found nothing. And weeks after the search ended, a cholera outbreak happened.
Cholera outbreak.
Cholera.
Oh, my bad. I was like, oh.
All the dogs
And-
got out.
Because of the outbreak, they continued to believe that the spirits were punishing them. So during Carl's trip, this is all he learned, and this is what all the locals had been told for generations and generations. But no one directly said who killed Michael, and as Carl was on his way out, he happened to catch the tail end of a conversation where a local was telling the other local children that they should never talk to white people about the white man that was killed.
Damn.
So, once again, this is all Carl's account of what happened and all the research that he compiled and everything. So, we don't know if that's the actual truth. This is just what we've been told. But there is another theory.
Oh.
This theory comes from a documentary director known as Fraser Hestian, who was doing a documentary about the missing Michael Rockefeller case. And when he was trying to find footage to use as B-roll in the documentary, he came across a warehouse in England who had tons and tons of unused film from the island from 1969, when another documentary crew wanted to make a film about finding Michael.
Oh.
So they went to the island and they began filming natives and their search. And after going through hours and hours of footage, he came across one single image that appeared to be a white man with the tribe holding a spear and doing what was a ritual. Which led many to believe that the white man in the photo was Michael, being that he had a long beard and he looked similar to how the tribesmen were dressed up.
Oh, where he
But-
just, like, ran away.
Wasn't there another guy that looked similar on the island already? Like it had the same glasses and stuff?
Oh, no, it's believed that those glasses were Michael's, and the person wearing them was an elder who took them off his body.
Oh, I thought he had like a look-alike doppelganger moment.
And
See, I want to
no,
believe that, yeah, he just, like, lived on the island and, like, wanted to become a local, you know? But if he did that, I don't understand why he wouldn't say, hey, all of these helicopters and people are scaring the fuck out of everyone. I'm alive, please leave.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't, alright.
Okay,
So this is we'll get there, but you're not allowed to say it, is what you're telling me.
hey,
Uh-huh.
hush,
Uh-huh.
hush your mouth.
I will not,
We'll
bitch.
talk about it at the end. We're almost there. Hold your horse.
My horse
Just
is
one.
wild right now.
Just one horse.
So, the theory that came about after the finding of that photo is that Michael loved the tribe so much he decided to fake his death and become part of the tribe,
Yeah.
Okay.
as opposed to have to go back to his boring life in the big city with his overbearing family. Which, if you look into it and take into account that Michael could have made the natives lie to protect him from being found and forced back home, and that the story of him dying could just be a cover-up, and all the photos Michael has on the island, he's smiling in every single one of them.
well,
That
he could have been
could
happy,
have.
but the locals could have not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also in all the photos where Michael is smiling, he's with indigenous people who are all having a good time in those photos.
Oh.
They're all smiling, like ear to ear smiling. But most people believe he was just cannibalized by the natives living on the island, since most of the people on the island were known as cannibals by the Dutch.
Yeah.
That's the end. It's a crazy story, and I feel like for him to be a member of one of the most powerful American families in history, no one knows about it, just untouched, not a lot of light shown on it, I think is crazy. So that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I don't know how I had never heard of that. Or if I had, I had never, like, sat down to look into it.
Yeah.
All I knew was that he was some guy that just disappeared, but I didn't know the details of it.
How old was he when he disappeared?
He was pretty young. Like, he dropped out of college to
So,
go
like,
on
early
this
20s.
expedition.
Okay, crazy.
So, what do you guys think happened to Michael? Do you think he died in the ocean? Do you think he was cannibalized? Or do you think he lived with the tribe?
I personally think he died in the ocean, washed up on the island, already dead.
Probably. And they did the whole stab him, oh, realize,
Yeah.
take mine now kind of thing.
But I don't think they actually killed him. I think they just found him dead.
Yeah.
But they were scared because it's still a different type of government coming for their ass.
Yeah,
Like,
of course. Well, and they probably aren't very familiar with the government in general of anywhere. If they're just chilling as a tribe that may or may not be cannibals, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
you're just living your fucking life, dude. You're not really worried about any of that. I did notice, I looked up just like a picture of him. I just wanted to see what he looked like. And there's one picture that people are saying could be him. It's like the tribe.
Is it the photo from 1969?
I'm not sure. It's a photo of the tribe years later that's in color. And there's one white guy with like all of the other people,
I think.
which is fascinating. I mean, the photo wasn't good enough quality for me to be like, oh wow, that's him. But it was enough to be like, okay, that's weird.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
tell.
the photo they found in the B-roll of the film they went through that they think happens to be him.
I almost want to believe if they found him washed up and he was dead and they realized like, oh, this is someone that maybe we consider a friend. What if they didn't take his body in like a mean way? What if they took it in a like, we have to bury it kind of way, but they might just not have a traditional burial. Yeah. Like, what if this ritual was actually like them being nice and trying to have a funeral for him?
I can see that.
Yeah.
And
They
then-
have different standards and
Yeah.
stuff.
And then, oh my god, all these white men show up and they're scared. They're not going to believe them.
Yeah.
That we just found him dead and then I have his skull and I didn't kill him. I would be really intrigued, which I'm sure they have, but why wouldn't you, one, take the skull for DNA testing now? Because you're telling me you don't have that when there's literally pictures of it in a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second of all, because I don't know enough about it, but there are anthropologists in the world, or even like forensic sketch artists, that can look at someone's skull and you can kind of like lay, this is going to sound weird, but kind of like lay skin over it to see if the bone structure would match that person's face. So like, I'm just curious if they've even measured to see if this skull would even be the same size as his head. Because it seemed like he was fairly tall.
Yeah.
Which means you're gonna have a bigger head normally. I'm just curious of like, if you looked into it, what if that skull is like female? You know, like, what if
yeah.
it's not even from a man?
You never know.
We could know if someone did something.
But yeah, that is my case. Was it interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See, I wanted to talk about this case for a long, long time.
I'm glad that you covered it though, because I feel like you know more about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hold on,
What'd you find? What'd you find?
hold on. That is so funny.
What? What did you find?
So you know how earlier I mentioned Amelia Earhart?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know in that same area is where she went missing?
Oh, shit.
You're
And
joking.
those are the only 2 accounts of human beings, at least Americans, going missing in that area is Amelia Earhart and Michael Rockefeller.
You're joking.
That's so weird that I brought her up!
Oh my god, I got chills!
Well, what I was like, wait, what the fuck, is because when I was looking on Reddit, someone commented and was like, I think it's weird that the only 2 Americans to ever go missing in this area, or something like that. And then I saw underneath it said Earhart, and I was like, what?
What the fuck?
And so I looked it up, and on a map, like, they are in similar areas. It's not like I would say they're on top of each other or anything.
Yeah.
But they looked similar enough.
But plus, we don't even know when he went, where he went down, and, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, are you
it
looking at
says
the map?
she crashed right here.
So, like,
That's
she
fucking
literally...
crazy.
No.
She flew over it. Right after she lands on the island where Mike was. The
I
next
love how
time
you
she
give him a
takes off...
nickname.
Fuck off. The next time it takes off is the next time she disappears. This is the last known place she was seen alive.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I wonder if that skull was hers. Thoughts?
Oh! Oh! If they did DNA testing to find out if it was a man or a woman, we would know. Well, I enjoyed this. That was
Yeah,
wild.
that was a good case.
That was insane. I did not realize.
That they were not connected, but you know what I mean.
Kind of connected.
Kind of
What the
connected.
fuck?
Well, damn. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I did.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yay! I'm glad you guys liked it. I feel very proud of myself.
If you did enjoy it, make sure you check back with us every single week for a new episode. Next week is mine, and you'll learn that fucking ready. I'm so excited. You're gonna be so excited.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
ready.
Oh.
Let's just say that because my sweet, beautiful friends have now started doing episodes as well, that I was able to cover a series.
Ooh.
Because I had more time.
Ah.
So we are actually covering a series next week!
Work.
Anyway, you guys know the drill. This is like episode 45 at this point. Love us on all the things. We'll love you on all the things. All the links are in the description. Come hang out with us on Twitch and Discord.
We're working on the Instagram and TikTok, posting more.
We're trying,
Thank
guys.
you.
We're trying.
Do you see any trends you want us to do?
Oh my god, please. If you find any trio trends, just like DM them to us. We will probably do it.
Work. I know, check the Instagram. Starting to do, like, songs of the week, if you're interested in that.
Oh,
I
it's kind of
Spy.
like Where's Waldo? type
Where's
shit.
Waldo? I Spy. Yeah, that kind of
We've
thing.
been having some good little fun games over on the Instagram.
We have fun here.
We do.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm Audie.
Danny.
I'm Elise.
And this has been
Breakfast
with the Mouse!
I made.
What is this?
She's a singer.
You said, who the fuck?
Who on your phone screen, girl?
Do we think the J might be
An H.
Otsana?
Why are you showing it to me, of all people? Why do you always look at me like it's my fault? Every time you look at me like I made you say it.
You're the problem.
I think it's truly just because she looks at me like, Audie's gonna judge me. Audie has to edit this. What am I gonna do?
No, it's because I'm like, what am I doing, man? Tell me what I'm doing.
Bagel! The way he left the room. He said, I pissed off Mom.
Please, I need you to compile all the times you scream bagel into the best, like, screamo mix you can.
I need... Listen, yeah, if there's anyone with a metal band, can you just take that and use it as your intro? Bagel!
It's the drop down.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Bleh.
But, like, in all the photos... Girl, you
I don't know if you heard the spit go down my throat.
No, but I was looking right at you and I just saw the moment of panic of like, I'm gonna die. And I think it's better that you're swatted like a fucking baby. So
Yeah.
it was just a lot of face reaction.